How's life, everybody? My name is Glitchchick, and today I'm going to be discussing an open world survival crafting game called Among Trees. This game was developed and published by FJRD Interactive and has a very positive review on Steam. It is a bit newer as well. It came out in 2021, but I feel like it hasn't gotten the popularity that it truly deserves. Let's go ahead and delve in. This game checked off all my boxes for what I wanted in a survival crafting game. From a large array of fauna and flora that we could collect, to being able to chop down trees, which conveniently turned into planks and sticks upon their destruction, to an amazing fishing mechanic. I'm gonna pause here for a second. The fishing was so fun. Not only are the fishing holes absolutely beautiful, but I love the idea that you could potentially break a line while fishing. It seemed more realistic that way. And it took a lot of time and patience. You would have to really pace out how you were pulling the fish in. It would take quite a while for a fish to actually hook onto your line. And there is a good array of fish that you could actually catch within those areas. Additionally, you could find supplies to gather around the map from people who had been there before you, but it's not without its own dangers. This game does have a peaceful mode, but I chose to play on a normal mode, which means that the animals within the area, particularly the bears, can actually kill you. Once you manage to survive all of that, all of the things you've been able to gather are stored in a very convenient inventory area. This way, when you go back to the disheveled camp that you originally start with, you are able to go ahead and repair it and create additional rooms within it. You do not get to physically craft or design your house, but you do get to determine which rooms to add on to it. These are predetermined and will have material lists to guide you. Each of these rooms does have its own benefits and will allow you to elongate the amount of time that you can leave the cabin without having any difficulties. To name just a few of the rooms that you will get, one of them is a storage attic, which will allow you to have different storage boxes where you can organize all of your materials. There's also a workroom which helps you to build more tools, and most importantly in my mind, the greenhouse, which will help you plant edible plants that help you to stay out longer during your adventures. There is a catch with the greenhouse. It does require quite a bit of upkeep, at least in the beginning, as I experienced, because they do need to be watered regularly. Your plants can die. And that was something I'd totally forgotten about for a few days in game, and I came back to all these poor dried plants. In addition to growing your own food, you could actually cook your own food, and this is something that I really enjoyed doing because you would have all these different combinations you could put together to help improve your health or your water consumption or just how long it would take you to get hungry again. And I just thought it was really fun. Now, as I've kind of hinted to, there are quite a few ways to die in this game, and at first I didn't realize how easy it was to die early in the game. You can die from staying out too late at night and freezing to death, which you can solve by going back to your house. You can die from dehydration, which some of the cooking materials that you have can help, but you can also craft a water can for. And you can also die by eating bad plants. They have specific plants in here that are actually poisonous and seem pretty on par with what is poisonous in real life. And it's really hard to cure your poison early in the game. It's one of the only things that will basically guarantee you a death if you haven't unlocked a workroom where you can create health kits. So if you plan on playing this game, I highly recommend working on the workshop room, which is to the left, and not the kitchen area on the right first, because you're gonna need those health kits. I guarantee it. Now, the most exciting and fun death that you can have is when you're just traveling along a beautiful, gorgeous scene and you feel all too comfortable, and you might not realize that there is a sign above your head indicating that something's watching you. You might have thought that maybe you chose peaceful mode by accident and that the bears are all gonna be friendly, and then you realize that it indeed charges at you and decides to maul you to death. Yes, that is an experience I had. There is a bit of a cooldown timer once you have been attacked once. It does allow you to wake up and run away really quickly, but if you stand there for more than about a second or two, then the bear will go ahead and proceed to maul you again. So take the chance, run away, and have a health kit ready, all right? One of my favorite achievements in this game was finding a fox that would become your companion. You get this after surviving a certain amount of days, and then the fox comes to you and can help you find and gather materials. But you do have to keep him fed, so just keep that in mind. But he was adorable. I loved him. Unfortunately, I did lose a lot of my footage from the day that I got the fox, so I can't show you what he does from the beginning. But you can set the fox to follow you on your adventures, or you can tell him to stay at home in case you're worried that you'll lose him. My fox, Mochi, joined me on many of my adventures, and I was really appreciative for a game to include something like this because it just was a wonderful touch. It also helped to add an element of motivation for me to keep playing in order to keep my fox healthy and happy and to discover things with him. For someone like myself who tends to play more high-risk survival games like Ark, I did find this game to be a bit too slow for my taste and a bit too calm, but if you're looking for something where you could sit down, jump back in at any given point, have your nice afternoon cup of tea with, this is the game for you. If you're someone like me who likes to play modded Minecraft or Ark Survival Evolved, then it's probably going to be too relaxing for you, and you can put it up to a harder mode, but it just doesn't have the same pressure elements in it. But overall, what I thought truly set this game apart from other survival and crafting games was the atmospheres that they presented to you on a regular basis. Every bit of this map is absolutely breathtaking. Everything from the glistening water to the way that they have the little dust and bits of flowers floating through the air. You can experience a bunch of types of weathers in this game as well, which will affect your health in some cases. But additionally, the transitions from daytime to nighttime, the way that they have the sun change the colors as it's starting to set, was just so beautiful. I'm gonna sit back a little bit and show you guys exactly what I mean. If any of you decide to try out this game, please let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And let me know what other games you think I should try out.